6:49 in our Smart Start. The latest updates we know from Syracuse, where a double shooting this week claimed the life of a woman from Rochester and an 11-year-old boy.
We have the updated news now that the suspect arraigned for this murder is the boy's own father. Aron Spitzer joining us now live in the studio with what we can confirm about this tragic case. Aron.
Yeah, guys, 32-year-old Geraldith Shuddy is one of the two victims killed in Monday night's double homicide in Syracuse. She worked in a health field here in Rochester. Police tell us Shuddy's boyfriend, 43-year-old David Huff, used a shotgun to kill his girlfriend and his son, Jeremiah Huff, Monday night. The Onondaga County DA says they expect to learn more about Shuddy in the coming days as they also work on a motive.
This is a relationship that Mr. Huff started sometime less than a year ago. She's from Rochester. SPD had difficulty finding her next of kin to notify them, but I was just advised on my way into this press conference that her mom was in Florida and tragically was notified about her daughter's death.
As for Jeremiah, he was a sixth grader whose family says loved to skateboard and fish. His family, overcome with grief, shouted at David Huff when he was formally charged for the double murders.
Please don't forget him. He's got friends at school that won't forget him. He's got a whole group of people here that won't forget him. Please don't stop saying his name. It's Jeremiah Huff. We will miss him every day, and my life is empty.
The DA adds Huff is also accused of trying to shoot his stepfather, but due to either a mechanical malfunction or a lack of ammunition, the gun did not fire. Huff is being held with no bail. He is due back in court tomorrow. Guys.
It's just awful. Aron, thank you for sharing those updates. In other headlines today, President Trump is going to sign an executive order aimed at breaking up the Department of Education. That's one of his key promises from the campaign. However, fully eliminating the department would require congressional approval. The order does not address federal student loans or Title I, which provides financial assistance to children from low-income families.
The legal battle over the Trump administration's deportation of alleged gang members from the U.S. to a prison in El Salvador. That controversy continues. A D.C. district judge had ordered the White House to provide an explanation, details on the two flights by today. The administration is accused of defying an order temporarily halting the deportations over the weekend.
He is deporting these foreign terrorists from American soil to secure our homeland, and he's within his rights to do that.
Court filings show the administration may use state secrets privileges to block the judge from seeing certain information about the removals.
Governor Kathy Hochul is doubling down again, saying correction officers who took part in the weeks-long strikes at dozens of state prisons broke the law and they'll never work again for the state. And some county leaders in Western New York are backing her. The Erie County Department of Personnel says anyone applying for work at county towns, villages, special districts, even schools are all going to be screened. And if the applicant worked for DOCS and is found to have been part of these strikes, they will be disqualified. The prison protest started the 17th of February with the union representing the COs and the state reaching an agreement to end them March 8th. Still, some 2,000 correction officers who failed to return to work by a deadline were let go.
But I just want to remind everybody, I'd be very cautious because these individuals had a responsibility to protect the public and the incarcerated population, and they walked off the job for 22 days, many of them.
The governor's March 10th executive order reinforced an existing state law that disqualifies applicants from future state employment. West Seneca Supervisor Gary Dixon calls Hochul's move vindictive and vicious. The executive order expires April 9th.
It's been about 3 months since the New York State pet sale ban went into effect, outlawing the sale of animals in retail stores. It was intended to stop dangerous large-scale breeding operations known as puppy mills, but now these businesses are having to find new ways to operate. That's why local humane law enforcement officers urge people do your research before you shop for a new pet. It is important to note that New Yorkers, we can still adopt pets from humane societies, animal rescues, or licensed breeders. Officials say there's plenty of reputable places to purchase a pet, and this law is solely aimed at those who raise animals in inhumane conditions.
When you're looking for a puppy or a kitten or a rabbit, you want to go to a breeder that's reputable. And what I always encourage people to do is to go visit and go see where are the animals being bred. And a lot of times you want to see not only, don't let them just bring the animals to you, also kind of see what's going on behind the scenes.
If you are concerned about an animal abuse case, you are encouraged to contact your local Humane Society.
Hearing from state health officials sounding the alarm now after confirming at least 4 cases of measles so far in New York.
This comes as more than 350 cases of measles have spread nationwide, including one that led to a child's death in Texas. Local doctors tell us that the virus can remain infectious in the air for up to 2 hours after a person has left a space. But even though it is highly contagious, this illness, our experts stress it is preventable.
Typical symptoms are fever, runny nose, cough, pink eye. You can get some white spots in the mouth, and then a rash is kind of a classic symptom that starts on the head and spreads downwards. So spreads down the body, down to the legs over a couple of days. But again, it's preventable. And so I think that's the really good news here, is that we have the tools that we need to, to protect our community.
The MMR vaccine is given in 2 doses, the first being between 12 and 15 months old, the second at 4 years old. The state has also launched a new web portal trying to support access to vaccines and public health information in the wake of these measles outbreaks. We have the link on our website. Visit us, rochesterfirst.com.
6:55, looking ahead because it is here, the first round of March Madness for the men's tournament on News 8. Today we've got 4 on-air games out of the 16 for the schedule. This gets going a little afternoon tip at 12:15 for the 8-seed Louisville Cardinals taking on the 9-seed this year Creighton, followed by a 1:16 matchup Auburn and Alabama State at 2:50. Then tonight in prime time, live for you, Kansas and Arkansas. That is at 7:10, a matchup, by the way, of a 7-10 seed. And we'll wrap it up with number 2 seed St. John's taking on Omaha, a 15 seed this year at 9:45. Get your brackets done this morning for your pools. They're all due at noon. And be sure to tune in for our noon show, bumped up because of basketball, at 10 this morning. Final check of your sunrise traffic at 6:55. A little bit more light out there from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. We've been good all throughout the show. No accidents on our list. We'll be checking that again if you stay with us during CBS Mornings at 7:25. It's nice out. It is.
It's lovely. What a way to start a nice spring day. First day of spring.
Yeah, exactly. I just went outside and it's just comfortable.
Yes.
Light jacket.
Relaxing.
Didn't want to come back in. Just stay out there and watch the sunrise.
Just stay outside and just soak it up.
So I got to go in the back closet to get my winter jacket ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. 20s.
Yeah, I really do think it will be winter jacket worthy tomorrow morning, believe it or not. That's why we got that blue arrow on there, because we tumble out of this 60-degree morning down into the 50s, 40s, 30s, and yes, eventually 20s. And there will be some rain showers around midday. Not much, but you'll notice it. And then here we go, bouncing around 30s and 40s.
Yeah, no 50s, 60s, 70s.
No.
Anywhere to be seen. That does it for us. Enjoy your day, everybody.
Have a nice day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.